All right, all right. So welcome back, Studio 39, aka the Bear Cave. I'm Rob Odie. This is Spotlight 39, coming to you live, just like I promised, Monday through Thursday, pretty much on a weekly basis. We're going live starting around 8 o'clock, plus or minus, depending on time zones and such. But nonetheless, make sure you continue to do what you do. Please subscribe, share across all your social media. Let's blow this thing up, right? We want to get these stories out there. Everybody's got a story to share. And I think everybody's story can really impact somebody in a positive light, right? So make sure you subscribe, comment down below, tell us who do you want to see on the show. Tell us what you want the show to do, right? If you want to see somebody's highlights being, broken down and reacted to, let us know, right? Comment during this live broadcast, man, and I'm gonna bring your comments on the screen. Let's show these fellas some love, right? They've worked real hard to get to where they're at, and they've got plenty more time to play some ball. We're gonna get into all that. So now that all that stuff's out the way, man, let's get into this. Let's learn about both of you guys and who you are, where you're from, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go to my man Brian first. So tell us who you are, where you're from, what you do, your graduating class, and anything else you want to put out there, my man. Floor is yours.
Brian Santana, class of 22, JuCo, running back. I'm from Woodbridge, New Jersey. Um, I went to St. Thomas More High School in Connecticut, and now I'm at playing for the Papago junior college football program. So
Fantastic. Out in Arizona, correct?
yes, sir.
Good deal, man. So you went from Jersey to Arizona. Weather's probably a
Yeah,
little different, right?
yeah. It's a hella mountains here.
Man, that's cool though, man. We'll get into
Yeah,
that in a minute. Let's give it to my man Jordan. Let's learn a little bit about who you are, where you're from, what you do. I think you're a Virginia dude, so I'm curious to find out where from. Floor is yours.
Yes, sir. Uh, Jordan Bradford, class of 2020 JuCo. Class of 2022. I'm from Manassas, Virginia. I went to Colgan High School. I played DN. Well, in high school, I played defensive tackle, but I'm playing DN here at my school now.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah,
out
I'm
of
looking forward to the
Manassas, right?
season.
Look, man, so Manassas, that ain't nothing but like a 30 minute trip down the road from me, man. So that's cool. Cool to see somebody semi-local. But nonetheless, man, so from the sounds of it, you haven't got to suit up and play any JUCO ball. My man Brian got a season under his belt, man. So let's start with Brian. Let's talk a little bit about how your season went, your first year at junior college. Walk me through it, man. What went well for you?
yeah. We went 4-3. We had a pretty good year. I had around 610 yards, 88 carries, 10 touchdowns. I think, my coaches for putting me in the, best position possible, to, succeed every game. My offensive line, you know, everything starts and ends with them. So, my quarterback, my receivers, um, and I'm thankful. I was named JUCO All American this year, and I think I just thank everybody from back home. My mom, Damon Simmons, who's helping me with recruiting. Coach Perone,
Shout
who
out
else
to
from the
Coach,
receivers?
Coach Perone, man. My recruits, right? We got to shout him out. I got the logo on the screen, so I was waiting for the the time, see when it was right. But go ahead, man. It's all you. Go ahead.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I also thank my coaches here, for just welcoming me with open arms. Ever since I've been here, you know, the reason why I chose here is because it felt like family, and obviously the coaches have connections, but it was bigger than just football. It was more just about me as a person, me as a student. Um, so that's why I
That,
chose here.
that's why you decided where you decided, right? So
Absolutely.
you went the JUCO route. You said you were named All American, JUCO this year. Number two JUCO running back in the nation, man. You can't leave that out, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Look, man,
yeah.
you got to say that with a big smile on your face. Number two JUCO running back in the nation. That's
Absolutely,
not easy to say,
absolutely.
right? You got to put in some work to get to that level. So, great job, man. So, I'm gonna bounce down to my man Jordan. I'm gonna come back to you with the same question, man. So, Jordan, since you didn't get to suit up, right? You didn't get to go out there and play no ball this year, man. Talk to me a little bit about what your off seasons look like. What have you been doing during this, COVID quarantine extended off season?
Uh, my, Just been training, working out, getting my skills better, getting stronger. Just focusing on myself, really. You know.
Good deal,
Yeah.
man. So have you been working with anybody outside of the program? Do you have any coordinators or coaches, trainers, anybody that's
Uh,
part of your camp outside of the school?
no, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Cool, man. So I'm gonna bring it back to my man Brian, and it's pretty much the same thing, right? What have you what did you learn since you got to play ball? What did you learn from this year? That you want to do maybe a little differently, right? Or maybe you want to get a little bigger, stronger, faster, whatever that case is, right? Whatever that opportunity is. What did you recognize as your opportunity? And what are you going to put in place during this off season to perfect your craft that much more?
Absolutely. I'm trying to be more elusive. I'm trying to be a well-rounded back. Catching out of the backfield. Pass protection, and obviously running the ball. But those are my main three things right now. I'm just trying to control what I can control, and keep my head down, work hard.
Good deal, man. So clearly a lot of talent between the two of you. You decided to go the JuCo route for for personal reasons, which by all means, if you like to share, you can jump in. I can take it back to my man Jordan. I think it's pretty interesting. If you're comfortable sharing, I'd love for you to share the story because I think this is a common occurrence. With student athletes in general. So why JuCo for you?
Well, I was originally committed to Liberty University out of high school. My grades weren't all that, so unfortunately, I couldn't go there. So I chose the JUCO route because I want to continue to play at the D1 level after JUCO. And I was at ASA Brooklyn before I came to Papago. Did a semester there, didn't play, and then I came down to Papago. My boy Brian, Coach Stroh. Coach Stroh, they got the realest coaching staff here, so I picked them. And then my boy Brian, he's a wonderful teammate to have on the team. And yeah,
Man, that's cool.
just
So the key part that I was looking for out
really.
of that conversation, man, was really, you had the D1 blessing, right? You had a handful that you could choose from. And you got to the point where you were committed to the University of Liberty, right? Or Liberty University in Lynchburg, which is a really great program, man. But nonetheless, because of academics, you couldn't get to over the hump, right? You couldn't get there and actually, come full circle with your offer. So you decided to go JUCO, right? Which is obviously going to keep you in shape, get you, that much better at your craft. But more importantly, it's going to help you with your academics, right? It's going to get you more in line academically, so then you can pursue your D1 opportunities. Kind of start from scratch, right? You get to go through the recruiting process and enjoy that a little bit, right? Hopefully, it won't be too stressful for you. But man, I'm confident that you got what it takes to
Yes,
get
sir.
back to where it's going to be, man. So that's cool, man. I appreciate you sharing. So for
Yes,
you,
sir.
Brian,
I
man.
want
Oh, go ahead. I'm
no
sorry.
problem.
What were you about to say?
I
I'm
also
sorry.
want to shout out my boy, my guy. I want to shout out my guy, Coach Daryl from FTR Reports. He helped me with the recruiting in high school, and he still helping me now. So I want to give him a big shout out. He's a real deal.
That's cool, man. So look, if coach is looking, if he's watching the live broadcast right now, if he wants to show you some love, man, he can throw it in the comments, like section. I can bring it on the screen, and that goes for anybody that's watching, man. If you want to show these guys some love, I know we got a handful of viewers out there. By all means, throw something in the comments. I'll bring it up on the screen. Let's show them some love. That's what it's all about. But man, let's get to you, Brian. So why the JUCO route for you?
Yeah. So for me, I had a pair of Division 1 offers. My senior year of high school. Um, it just didn't feel like the right fit. So I thought I could, by betting on myself, it would just only help me. Um, yeah, and coming from a school like St. Thomas More, I feel like that has prepared me. Um, because it's more like a prep school.
Hold on, you said
So
St. Thomas More up in Connecticut, right?
yep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cut you off for just a second, man, because that it's kind of unique, man. I was live last night with my man Jordan from Prep Red Zone, right? And we did a couple of lives, and then when we jumped off air, we broke down a couple of films, right? And one of the guys that we broke down, his name's Brian Allen, who just transferred from a school in Cincinnati, I think, somewhere in that area, or no,
Yeah,
sorry, Illinois area, and then he just went to the school that you just graduated from. Out
yeah.
in,
It's a great school, man. They produce a lot of Division I talent. Shout out to my coaches over there, Coach Manson, Coach McGillicuddy, Coach Anderson, Coach Moore. Those are guys who they've always been honest with me, and you know they've they've always kept me humble, and they've kept me accountable, and just want to see the best from me.
nah, for
So
sure. So look, man, I appreciate you kind of taking us down memory road, right? And kind of explaining why the JUCO route, because a lot of people don't necessarily understand JUCO and what it means to go JUCO, right? I mean, you got to put a lot of work in, to go JUCO and be able to come out of JUCO successfully, man. And I think you guys both have exactly what it takes. I think you got the will. I think you got the talent. So I think you guys are going to, have a very bright future. I mean, number two in the nation as a JUCO running back, All American speaks volume for itself, right? And then I think Jordan's gonna, follow suit. He blew it up in high school, did real big things. I think JUCO's, he's gonna continue to do that, right? But nonetheless, man,
Yes.
let's find out about the grades, right? So, I don't know if grades were an issue for you in high school, but what's your grades looking like now, Brian?
yeah, so out of high school, I'm a high school qualifier, so I had a 3.3 GPA out of high school and a 12.10 SAT. So I have right now, JUCO, I have 3.3. So I'm doing, grades really, are never an issue for me to take, the classroom seriously. So
Okay. What about yourself, Jordan? How's what's your academics looking like now?
For my first semester of my last school, I had a 3.2. And right now I'm not enrolled in the classes. I start my classes soon, so I'm looking forward to keeping it up.
Okay. Good deal, man. So, with that, right? Let's stop talking about football. Let's stop talking about, you guys being student athletes, man. As cool as that is, I think it's more important to find out who you are as people and who you are as, individual, who you are as a man, right? So, uh, you know, we'll start with my man Jordan. I feel like he hasn't been talking as much as my man Brian, so I'm gonna give you the chance to go first here. Um, you know, Take this opportunity and tell anybody that's viewing, any potential coaches down the road, any scouts, recruiters, any of the above, man, who you are outside of the game. So, what do you like to do? What are you involved with? Who are you as a person?
Uh, I don't really do much out of football. I just uh, actually I watch a lot of Aaron Donald's film because I look up to him. That's who like that's who I look up to.
That's who you
So I
model the
watch a lot
game
of his
after, right?
film. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I look up to his film. Matter of fact, last night I think personally I think my high school film looks similar to his. So I think
So you're set up for
hopefully I
success,
can be like
right?
him one day. Yeah,
Look,
so
man, if
hopefully
you
I
if
can be
you
like
get a
him one
quarter of
day.
his paycheck, with the talent, look, you'll be a happy man, right?
Yes, sir.
But the dreams are bigger than that. You
But
want to you want to be known as the modern day Aaron Donald.
yes, sir. And then I'm a very humble guy. I don't really talk much. Um, I just like to get my business done.
There it is.
It's pretty much.
So I'm gonna ask you while I got you, man. So Jay Boogie, much love, Jordan from the fam. Who's Jay Boogie?
Uh, not sure who that is.
All right, I wasn't sure
Not
if you
sure
knew
who
who Jay
that
Boogie
is.
was off the top of your head, man. But regardless, Jay Boogie showing you love, man. I appreciate that. Cool, man. So what about you, Brian? Let's learn a little bit about who you are outside the game.
yeah, man, I'm a humble person. I'm a community uh, minded man. I like to do a lot of community service. Feeding the homeless. Going to soup kitchens. Doing a bunch of things. Um,
So you do some stuff outside of the game, man. But let's find out about
yeah,
you as a person,
absolutely.
man. Look, let's loosen up. Let's learn about you, man. You play some video games? Are you a
Oh,
sneakerhead, man? Do you collect Funko Pops like myself? Hell, I done learned some dude he collects bunny rabbits. Maybe that's your thing. What do you got, man?
yeah, I like to play Madden.
Okay.
I beat Jordan like 16,000 times in a
Oh man, he
row.
went there. He went there on the live broadcast.
Yeah, but I like playing video games. I like to work out. I like hanging with my family. Um, hanging with my girlfriend. Um, but on the field, I'm a leader. First person out, first person in, last person out.
I say, man, you the first one
Uh,
out, boy. Something's got to go. No, I'm playing. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. So I just, I just like, leading, and my goal for this year is just to be the best teammate, best leader I could be, for my teammates, to lead them to success, to
That's
hopefully
cool, man.
accomplish championship.
Look, man. So again, I said it a couple of times. I think you guys got all the right pieces in place, right? I think you guys are going to be incredibly successful, whichever direction you guys go. From here on out. It was a pleasure having you guys on. I appreciate it. I think you guys' stories are very impactful, man. Because a lot of people, again, they don't necessarily understand or know, what it takes to make it, through the JUCO process, man. So I appreciate it. For the viewers out there, please continue to do what you do, right? Continue to share, continue to subscribe, continue to do all those things, man. That's the only way we're going to continue to blow up this platform, continue to grow it. Let's get these stories out there, man. That's what it's all about. So, Brian, Jordan, my man has some connectivity issues, but it's all good. I'm going to bring him back in now so he can at least, you know, let us know what's up. But nonetheless, I appreciate everything. I appreciate everything that everybody's doing. I appreciate you guys jumping on and sharing your story. We're about to do this whole thing again, man. I'm
No,
coming back. I got 2 more live
I
interviews.
appreciate you.
All
Yeah,
right, man.
man. Thank you for having me on your show, bro.
Yeah, man. Look, it was a pleasure, an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so
Hopefully, you
much,
guys
man.
weren't too nervous. It's nothing to be nervous about, man. It's only being broadcasted nationwide. I'm just playing. But look, it's all good, man. I'm coming
Yes,
back.
sir.
I got
Again, I
2.
want to shout out Coach Stroh.
All right, go ahead. Who were we
I want
shouting
to
out?
shout
I'm
out
sorry.
my boy Coach Stroh, my dog Coach Stroh, my dog Coach Stroh. That's my coach, Coach Hill, and then Coach Payne. I want to shout them all out for bringing me in, believing in me, and I'm ready to get to work.
Good deal, man. So look,
Yeah,
any closing remarks for you, my man, Brian? You were
yeah.
itching, right?
I want to shout out Coach Payne, Coach Mark, Coach Stroh, Coach Hill, the coaching staff. For just believing in me, and continuing to believe in me, and just helping me become successful. And all my teammates, I want to shout out, because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be an All American. Wouldn't be where I'm at without them. So
Cool, man. So shout out to everybody. They've helped you guys out quite a bit, and they're gonna get to watch your success happen in real time. So look, I appreciate it,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Stay safe, stay healthy. Let's stay in contact. I'm coming back. I got 2 more interviews. I got my man Emmett coming up next, followed by
You
my
too,
man
Coach.
Pancake, baby. Pancake, Oklahoma commit. I'm coming back. Give me about 5-10 minutes. We're going live yet again. Until next time, appreciate you.